This movie has a lot of great quotes in it. We have the "Here's Johnny" line.
Yeah.
The "I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just going to bash your head."
Red rum.
Red rum. Red rum. Before we start this review, I just want to give you a reminder. Subscribe right over here. Thumbs up our video, comment, let us know how we did. Also in the description has some stuff, and check us out on social media sites. Today is the ending of our Halloween 4-part
Spectacular!
Spectacular. We're going to review in my opinion, the Halloween classic. The movie you want to see every year, and that is
And it's not Halloween.
It is The Shining. This movie is directed by Stanley Kubrick. It stars Jack Nicholson in one of his best performances, and Shelley Duvall. Yes. It's written by, in part, Stephen King. It's his source material, his book, The Shining. And kick it off with the story. Okay, in Colorado, this is where it takes place, first of all. During our winters, the mountains get really bad, so a lot of our passes will close during the winter, which is really a pain in the ass. But
it really is.
Especially with like the Stanley Hotel that this is based off of, like that place closes down for most of the year. So yeah, Jack Nicholson is the
curator. He's staying there for the time to take care of the building while it's freaking blizzard outside. Yeah, it gets really. I mean, Colorado, we get like the snow and all that stuff, but it does get really bad.
Especially like those mountains get slammed.
So he's taking care of it during that time frame, and once they start getting there, stuff happens.
Yeah, basically the hotel's built on an Indian burial ground, and this might be a little bit of a spoiler, but you should really check out.
You should have already seen this movie too, by the way.
But it's built on an Indian burial ground, and at the same time, their son was known as somebody that shines.
Yeah, he has the shining. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a power to have telekinesis and detect dead things. Let's go into pros on this movie.
Alright, let's go into pros.
I think this movie is fucking remarkable.
Yeah, it has great acting. It has a great story. The shots are amazing.
Very fluid.
There's so many Easter eggs.
Oh, yeah.
It's Easter egg central in this movie, and you have to
really
seriously pay attention. They even came up with room
237.
237?
Yep.
It's room 237 where they delve deep into the making of this movie, and
it's a good documentary.
Yeah, every shot has
something
in it that makes you think, and it's part of the story.
Like Stanley Kubrick is not a willy-nilly director. Every single shot has something that's important. Like there is no such thing as filler to this director. There is this characterization and geographic storytelling. That's like the best way to put it. Just in the way that the camera moves in directions like right or left. Is important.
One of my favorite camera scenes is when Shelley Duvall is swinging the bat against Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah, and it's going up the stairs.
It's going up the stairs, and it's just shot beautifully. Mm-hmm. You could tell that he took the time.
And Jack Nicholson's performance is fucking mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Like how he delves into insanity. And he never takes it too far to the point where it's not realistic. And at points in the movie, you sit there and you're just like, how much is this going on and how much of this is insanity? Mm-hmm. So you start to become insane in the movie because of how well it's done, I feel. Like, every time I watch it, I feel like I'm going crazy. Jack Nicholson always becomes more insane. It never just bounces a little bit and goes back. He's always just progressively more insane. Shelley Duvall gets more terrified and never bounces back to where she's okay with life again.
Yeah.
It's just so progressive. It's just like a note that keeps on gaining in pitch.
Yeah.
It's just so well done.
So well done.
It has some interesting tidbits about it. Stephen King, the writer of it, is not a big fan of it at all. I think still to this day. I'm not exactly sure now, but he was very loud in the press about how this movie was not a good portrayal of his book. Stanley Kubrick kind of leads in certain shots about how he is not a big fan of the book and he's just changing things intentionally. Like the car. They're driving a different car in the movie from the book, and later on when Dick Holloway drives back up, he sees a blue car crash on the side of the road. And that's the same car that they drive in the book.
So it's kind of a big fuck you?
Yeah, a big fuck you to Stephen King, and Stanley Kubrick don't give a fuck because he is a master of his art.
Shining's so good that we've actually created a tradition on Halloween we watch it. I also recommend you guys watching Room 237 because it's
a good supplement.
It goes into so many theories about this movie that you're just like, holy crap, you know, like this whole time. I didn't know a lot of the stuff that was happening, a lot of the theories, working theories for it, you know, until that movie came out, 237. And it's really good. It makes you wonder. And then after watching 237, watch The Shining, and then you're like piecing together everything, and everything just makes sense.
And not many movies you can say have like enough ambiguity, intentional ambiguity, to where you sit at watching the movie and you can like really, every new viewing is something new for you.
Yeah.
FYI, Room 237, if you're wanting an outlet to watch it on, it is on Netflix last time I checked. But anyways, let's go on to rating this motherfucker, because there is no cons. There is none. So why don't you take it off?
Alright, I'm gonna pick 5 out of 5 Jack Nicholson frozen heads.
It's basically the
last shot of the movie.
Oh, the frozen head?
5 out of 5 because number one, this is the best horror or, you know, of that genre film that I can ever think of, honestly. It's really good. It's legitimately psychological. It's a psychological thriller that makes you freaking think. And it's kind of scary. It has ghosts in it, you know, that legitimately hurt people, you know? So it's really kind of intense. And you're on the edge of your seat most of the time. It makes you feel that way. So
I'm going to go with 5 out of 5 Tonys. But anyways, Tonys.
I hate that red rum. Like, red rum, I hate the way it sounds.
It's so, like, teeth grinding.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can't praise this movie enough. It is probably my favorite horror movie. I really have to look at a catalog.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it yet, you really need to, because it's one of the movies that you will have to watch throughout your lifetime.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
At least 5 times.
At least 12. At least as many Halloweens as you can live.
Yeah.
Watch it every single Halloween. It really blows your mind. I can't praise it enough. Honestly, get off the computer and watch it. Up here is a place where you can subscribe to our channel. Thumbs up, comment, tell us how we did, description, you know, so on and so forth. And check us out on your preferred social media website.
So long!